give me deeper revelation of what I'm teaching you. Higher. 6 years old. By the time I'm talking to her, she is pregnant. When she was pregnant, she did not allow pregnancy put her into a pause. She was still going to police work. She was still writing concours at 9 months. Get back to the she's still going to school. She is doing police. She is in university. She is writing concours. She carries her baby everywhere. She is fighting and building. You will say when the baby grow. By the time the baby grow, you are no longer young. It is the mindset that has made you to embrace comfort. It has made you to embrace stagnation. Because there is a fight. There will always be a fight. Let me tell you, my daughter, after you give birth, there will be another fight. There will never be a comfortable time to live. God is with you, but you are wasting his presence. Everybody has a fight. You stand and look at Papa in nature. You look at Papa Omar by. It's discouraging you from building your life. Some of us is witches and wizards. Which wizard and wickedness in high places. So the higher you go, the wickedness. There you go, the wickedness increase, and yet you see men be brutal enough. Use your liver. You break my heart, I will use my liver. You break my liver, I use my kidney. You break my, I use my intestine. Yes, sir. One way or the other, I release. Yes, sir. Some of you just simple gossip. They gossip you. You enter into a pause. Go and check. The men will celebrate. Type their names on social media. You will see how many things have been said against them. Why are they still succeeding? I did not end the race where because there were no battles. I fought my way to the end of the race. I fought my way. Fought with beasts in Ephesus. I fought my way. A great door was open. Who opened the door? God. And he did not remove the adversary, because you will fight. A great door, an effectual door. Effectual means this is corridor. This is the door for that next level. This is the door. But then there are adversaries. God, why did you open the door and leave the adversary? Because God likes to fight. And where there are no fights, God looks like. When we finish, we understand. Just give me time to work it out. For a great door, an effectual is open unto me, and there are many, not few. There are many adversaries, but I will enter the door. This was a man that operated in the 7th dimension of God's presence. He did not stop adversaries from standing on the way. Neither did he stop him from finishing the race. Why have you entered a pause? Madam, woman, oh, because you are pregnant now, you have forgotten you have a husband. You will fight that fight and build. Look at the man. Oh, you now have family. I came to rewire mentalities. On this journey, we are in for a fight. Even at the dying minute, there will still be battles. I have fought. I kept the faith. I finished the race. Receive grace to fight. Please say amen. Receive grace to fight.
Amen.
You see, we are having now entrepreneurship conference on Monday, 10 a.m. You will see young students will not come in their name. I'm still a student. You can imagine. And just 5 people have registered. You can see how people are not willing to build their lives. I told them I will not give capital to anybody until we train them. They didn't give you counseling after the honeymoon, because nobody can actually counsel you after honeymoon. And now honeymoon is over. The moon is gone, the sun has come. You will not always have the moon. After the moon comes the sun, and the sun is hot. Yes. And you have to live under the sun. Another time the moon will come again. Another time the sun will come. Yes. So it's from honeymoon to honey sun.
Yes, sir.
Honeymoon to scorching sun, and back to honeymoon to scorching sun. That's what makes life on this side beautiful. And many of you, when in business, in life, the moon will come and the sun will come, and both of them, they play a role in the growth of things. I will fail me to show you several men in the scripture, that created impact and yet fight battles. Is it Abraham? That for me to leave the marriage, you will leave the house. They had capacity. Abraham did not abandon Sarah. They kept building. They kept building. The first man had a fight. The serpent was his battle. Everybody is fighting something. It's me now. I came to preach to you now. Please tell me to preach. Who can I name that did not have this message? There are 2 stories that I want to use to conclude the message. The story of Nehemiah. You are going to just bear with me and read the scriptures as I give them. Nehemiah chapter number 4. We read from 1 to 3, verse 6 to 8, verse 11, and then time we finish us here. Receive grace to fight. Receive grace to build. He said, but it came to pass that when Sanballat that we builded the wall, when Sambala heard that I'm building my marriage, when Sambala heard that I wanted to build a business, when Sambala heard that I wanted to build my life and career, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. And he spoke before he, what do these feeble Jews? And in a day, will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burned? Now Tobiah, the Ammonite, was by him, and he said, even that which they built, if a fox go up, he shall even break down their stone wall. So build with the wall. Anyway, we built. Verse 6, go to verse 6. So build with the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to walk. Keep going. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians, these Arabs, and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites, all the tithes, heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up, and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very angry and conspired, all of them together, to come and to fight against Jerusalem. Someone say build and fight, and to hinder it. Let's go to verse 11. And our adversary said, please read with me, they shall not know, neither see, till we come in the midst among them and slay them and cause the work to cease. Verse 17. They which builded on the wall, and they that bear burdens, with one of his hands wrought in the work, and with the other hand they held the weapon. Somebody say fight and build. Verse 18, he said, for the builders, everyone had his sword guided by his side. I'm ready for the fight, and so builded. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. We are ready for the fight, and we are building. Give me a few fights we are going to experience. Some fights are personal, but I'm going to give you 3 fights that are common to all men. He says, so we labored the work, and half of them had the spears from the rising of the morning. The stars appeared. Where have you dropped your sword? My daughter, you are pregnant. Don't forget you are a warring woman. Don't let it kill your prayer life. Don't ever drop your sword in the process of building. Look at the person and say, where did you drop your sword? Are you aware that Peter was walking with Jesus ready for a fight? Until they showed up, they didn't know there was a sword. Life is a fight. Even while they are walking with Jesus, they are ready for battle, because they know the presence of God does not exempt us from battle. When Peter removed his knife and cut off the ear of the man, Jesus didn't say throw the knife. He said keep it, you will need it again. Many of us have thrown our spears. We fought one battle and threw the spear, thinking that battle was the only battle. It's a lie. That is why you have been taken on away again, and now your weapons are not there. That's why the Bible tells us to put on the armor. Yes, it's a perpetual dressing, because the battle is perpetual. You won in the place of prayer. Now because you won that victory, you have stopped praying. You have dropped the sword. You have dropped the spear. Young man, before the contract came, you got it from prayer. You fought demons on your knees. Now the contract has come. You have dropped the spear. That you can get comfortable now when God supply, and began to neglect and drop the sword. Verse 21. Can you give me this? Verse 21 from the New Living Translation. We walk early and late, from sunrise to sunset, and half the men were always on guard. Next, read it. Read now, read loud. During this time, none of us, not I, nor my relatives, nor my servants, nor the guards who were with me, ever took off our clothes. We carried our weapons with us at all times, even when we went for water. Even when you are going for a contract, don't leave your weapon at home. Carry it. Be on guard. That God is with you does not mean you should not be on guard. That's how men went and died. The birthday party, that's where you went and ate poison, because you kept discernment at home, you kept prayer at home, you went and ate and died. Carry the weapon. Carry. You are going to say, carry your weapon. For there are arrows that fly by noonday. Carry your weapon. There are arrows that fly at noonday. So you are watchful in the night, but in the day you are neglecting. So we do warfare in the night and then do warfare in the day. From sunrise to sunset. Look, how many things are you doing now? You're already weary. Who is even fighting you now? You are weary in comfort. How can you be weary in comfort? I like the way Josh is looking at me. Before I show you the fears you are going to confront, let me show you a few things you must notice from the story we just read. To build your life or build anything in this world, whether it's what God ordains you to build, if you are going to build them, take note of this. To build anything, you must be willing to leave the known into the unknown. The guy had no need. He was not looking for a job. He was serving the king, kings of kings in their day, and he was loved by the king. He needed no job, but for him to build the walls of Jerusalem, he had to leave what he was familiar, leave what was comfortable, and enter into a place of battles. My people, you know why many of you are, even when I'm praying God to keep you long not to marry. You know why? So you want to go there thinking in your mind, is a place of, yes, you will walk. When you see your children, you look at your wife. When you were alone, You can manage your jollof rice and survive yourself. But now you are in marriage. You have touched a man's daughter. You have touched her in a place that has provoked her stomach to grow, that has led to something that came out. Call a child. You cannot afford to be irresponsible. You have to fight. So those of you who are entering because of honeymoon, the honeymoon will pass. It's one day. It will pass. Then the fight will start. How are we paying rent? How are we eating? Baby formula is over. When you said yes I do, you did not know that Adonai was there. That I do to a beautiful face. In your mind, that is a face. I do, including with what I will do to you. Yes, sir. Yes, I do. I came to church with fire in my bones. Oh, yes. I'm just trying. This is first Sunday of the month. Let me download something here. Yes, sir. Please wake up. Oh. Wake up. This word I preach to myself. I will fight and build. I will not fight for the ministry and leave my family. I will fight for the ministry and still build my family. To build. Some of you, the burden has not come. When it will come, when it came on Nehemiah, the guy entered fasting and prayer. He rent his dresses, burden. Just before he will talk to king, he fasted. When burden comes, let me go ahead and give you the fears, the battles we fight. Number one battle that is common to all men. You know, when I talk of battles, some of you, your mind only is thinking about your mother in the village. Battles in your life are witches and wizards. Life is what I want to show you. Can I show you? The rituals, the thing that is fighting you. The first part, please write it. Until I explain, you won't understand. It's a battle of mockery. Mockery is a strategy that Satan used. Mockery is designed to inspire discouragement. So what you are suffering from is discouragement, but the enemy is mockery. Tobias and Sanballat, that is what they did to the Jews. They mock their work. You want to start a business, they mock you. Mockery. If you don't develop capacity, they mock them. Who has ever been mocked? Have you ever been mocked? Oh, they have never mocked you, eh? Can you yeah? I'm a product of mockery. If you have not yet fight that devil and defeat, get ready. It's coming there, but you have to fight it and continue to build. Tobiah and Sanballat are strategic agents of devil. See, it is they don't married. One problem, they go scatter. Tobias and Sanballat. How many of you have them around your life? As I'm preaching now, you know that they are around. They are there, many. And the more you build, the more angry they get. The more you build, the more angry they get. They keep waiting for you to stop building. Yes, but you are not stopping. And that's why their anger increase. Anybody around your life, they are in church now. When they see your devotion, they mock you. You will tire. You will tire. We tell now, so we come. We were zealous like that. Close your ears from Tobias and Sanballat. Please carry your sword. Carry your sword when you are dealing with them. They will disregard whether God is or not. They will still mock you. They will see evidence. They will still mock. God will show himself. They will still mock. So if you are waiting that your result will stop, so let me say this was, if you are waiting for the word to approve what we are doing for God, get ready never to do anything for the Lord. I don't know who I came to wake up. You know, many of you, the reason why you cannot boldly do what you are supposed to be doing for the Lord is because you are waiting for approval. You are afraid of the mockery of the way. They now know you as a church girl. They now know you go to that church. They now know, so you are ashamed. You are hiding because you want the way to approve you. God punished the devil. I will build with a Kabbalata. Those who are seeking approval from the well in this kingdom will never amount to anything. The well will never approve our work. They will never, as it was a promise, they will hate us, they will mock us. Build the church, they will mock you. Stay in Karabot, they will mock you. If you stay in Karabot, they will say church rat. If you build church, they will say you are spoiling money. Anything you do, they will mock. So we will be foolish to pay attention to their mockery and allow it to define our work. It comes from church. Mockery in church is more because Tobias has decided to transfer his resident nice in church. Tobias, they stay in church. They look like us. I made up my mind. I don't need the word to approve me. As long as I have the approval of Jehovah, solidified by my authorities, the well can go to hell. Are you hearing what I say? Yes, the well can go to hell. Think what you want to think. Say what you want to say. I have set my eyes as a flint. I will not wave it. I will do it. You continue to do your ministry of mockery. Let me do my ministry of building. A mockery. The name Christian is a mockery. We have modernized a mockery, because in those days they say, can anything good come from Nazareth? So they decided to attach Nazareth to his name, so that everybody will know he comes from that place where nothing good comes from. Like they will say Philip from Lope Estate now. It was a mockery, yet that is a name that is above every name. As they were mocking that name. Bible too did not leave it. Acts chapter 10:38 is how God too decided to anoint Jesus of Nazareth. They are mocking him. God went to anoint Jesus of Nazareth. One time I was talking to my daughter. She was fighting with somebody. They said, "You are a church girl." She said, "I'm not a church girl." I said, "What is wrong with it?" When you embrace that, when they say church girl, you say, "Yes, God anointed Jesus of Nazareth." Yes, God anointed. I be church boy. Yes. The only one you should not accept is church rat. Mommy pastor. Yes, sir. Thank you, ma. You know, there are those who call it to mock you. Mommy pastor, how are you, my dear? You know me. Please, I beg you, carry your weapons. They say, "Mommy pastor, how are you, my dear?" Your weapon is your smile. How are you, my dear? Have you eaten? Can I help you? Who born devil? Nehemiah said, "We built." When they continue to build, let me tell you, they didn't stop. They start doing conspiracy. See, they conspire. The next battle is a battle of conspiracy. When they discover that their mockery is not working, they will conspire. Their job is to end your work, to stop you from building what they think you are building. They will conspire. They will make up stories. They will talk things. They will gang up. They will bring they will conspire. You must know these things I'm telling you. If you don't carry capacity to deal with conspiracy, you are not ready to go far. They will conspire against you. They will build stories. They will even use people close to you to conspire and build their story. When they mock him, Jesus of Nazareth, the guy's ministry is growing. Jesus of Nazareth, his ministry is growing. They look for Judas and they conspire. You must fight conspiracy. Stop saying, "Why are they talking about me?" You are the topic. You are on top of the ladder. See, the truth of the matter is that in anything significant with your life, nobody will care. I'm talking about my name and I've not done anything. Number 3. I want to close. Let me go to the next story, Exodus chapter 13. Let's look at the Israelites, and then I give you the next point. Exodus chapter 13. Read verse 17 and 18. God did not let them along the main road that runs through Philistine territory, even though that was the shortest road. God said, now he is not consulting me and you. God is concerned with a battle. They might change their minds and return to it because they will face it. And if they are on the shorter path, it will be too easy to turn back. See, please, before you reach that promised place God promised your marriage, the road is long. Yeah, you know what is your problem? Your mind has already passed the ship. You have passed the shortcut to the promised land. With your imagination, return back. God does not lead us through shortcuts. How I wish I'm talking to somebody. The promise of the ministry is not through a shortcut. The day I learned it, I calmed down. Many have been cut short because they took a shortcut. He said if they see battle, they might change their mind. Give me verse 18. Read it. So God led them in a roundabout way through the wilderness towards the Red Sea. Thus the Israelites left Egypt like an army now, ready for battle. There is a road that will take you to be ready for battle. Some of you hearing my voice, the reason why God took you through the road from your childbirth in, it was making you ready for the battles of life. Just that you have forgotten the reason why he took you through that road. Why did your mother die before you were born? Why did you for battle? It doesn't mean I'm not with you. I'm the one leading you. Roundabout. Are you ready for me? We are closing, don't worry. Let me say this to us. Can I say it? Can I say it to you? You are ready to hear it? Look at the person beside you and say, don't be confused that leaving Egypt means your battles are over. You know, there is a mentality that makes you people think that you have left Egypt, it means battles are over. It's a lie. God did not say the battles you see you shall see no more. He said the Egyptians you see today, the ones you, so you use that to mean that there are no battles. It's a lie. It's the Egyptians you see today that you will not see again. But there is, in fact, can I tell you something? There are more battles outside of Egypt than in Egypt. You will meet the Assyrians, you will meet the Philistines, you will meet the Amorites. It's only the Egyptians you may not see again. But you see, please listen to what I want to teach you. You must listen to me. You have left Egypt and you are wondering, why since I left the way, why is my life like this? Why am I like this? I came to tell you why. There are no battles in Egypt. The only battle in Egypt is slavery. It's bondage. And they feed you in the bondage, so you can become comfortable there. It is why every time they face challenge, they say it's eating. Oh, I'm preaching too good, man. So they introduce us that because you now have left Egypt, well, it means your battles are over. It's a lie. You actually start fighting the moment you leave Egypt. Exodus 13 verse 1 to 3. Let's verse, my God. Please read. Why are you reading as if you have gone home? So Moses said to the people, this is the deal. Oh, sorry, give me verse 21. Verse 21. I'm looking for something. Yes. With a pillar of fire. This allowed them to do what? Next verse. Let me see what the next verse says. Yes. Keep going. Let me see what next. I'm looking for something. I want to show you something. Yes, please. While I read this. All that the Israelites. Are you reading your Bible? Please read it again. Order the Israelites to turn back and camp by Pi Hairot between Migdol and the sea. Camp there along the seashore across from Bar Zephon. Next verse. Look at the reason. Then Pharaoh will think the Israelites are confused. They are trapped in the wilderness. The next part I wanted to show you is a battle of confusion. Have you ever been confused? Yet it is God that is leading. Who's confused as a strategy. Until men can look at you, your enemies look at and confused. I have been there before. You will fight it. Have you no wonder what are you doing, Boya? You imagine your life somewhere. You seem confused. You look confused. I say, and come to where he started and stand. Be confused. You see, you please put it for me. You don't know God. As I'm talking about God be with us, God be with us. I'm just trying to help you. You will battle with confusion. Is my life moving forward? How many of you asked that question before? Even see, forever as God is with you, you will ask that question. Please put it. He says, and once again, I will now harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will chase after you. He said, I have planned this in order. It's my plan. That confusion in your life is my plan. I want your families to think you are confused. I want them to actually know that you are confused and you don't know what you are doing. Until they think like that, my plan is not in effect. They must see your life and they looked at my life once and say, which Psalms are you reading? That I will hear God. I say, I heard God that I should go to America. We have spent money. Time to go to America and say, God said I should turn back. You know, most of you are not working with God. That's why you can't hear. Turn back to where? Back to the same Munya kitchen. Have God ever taken you back to something you think you made a progress out of? You know, you move. I'm making progress. Yes. When I come back, you will see. You move. You reach. God said, turn back. Lord, why didn't you say I should camp here? I have already covered a distance. Okay, let me camp here. They will think you are resting. I want them to know that you are confused. So turn back. God, you have to fight that confusion. It is not a time to gain. is not saying that the promised land is no longer part of the deal. Five. Who came to church confess? Am I going forward? I thought I got married, it was going to move forward. After marriage, it's like my life has gone. It has gone back. It has gone back to what I thought. Allow God to make you appear confused. And finally, see, I'm opening these battles to you because these are eternal battles that men don't see. So men cannot even help you. You know, when you are confused, we see makeup for your face, we don't know. These are demons and spirits and enemies that fight you on your own. You sit in your room, they are there. They are fighting with you. Have you ever been an evangelist? You ask me, what am I even doing, Sefe? They are there. Your pastor can't see them. Your friends can't see them. You are smiling, but you are confused. That's why I need to unveil them. So that when next they come, you say, I know you. I know you. It's part, you have one of those things I need to fight. I appear confused, but I'm not confused. God is leading me. I've appeared confused many times. Finally, I'm closing. I've tried, Abby. Exodus chapter 14, verse 10 to 13. New Living Translation. Hi. If you have not heard anything, hear this one I'm about to give you. This is the greatest part of every man, great or small. And this is the enemy that has kept many perpetually stagnant. It says, as Pharaoh approached, the people of Israel looked up and somebody say fear. When they saw the Egyptians overtaking them, I can preach you. I can preach from this text to tomorrow. How many Egyptian friends have you seen overtaking you? Have you panicked? You left them cease, but suddenly your life started looking like you are coming backward. Until now, they look like they are overtaking you. They are advancing in everything, and God is not talking to you to advance. God says, stay there. Let them keep coming. Church, what you have learned today has saved many of you. Panic, fear, the battle, fear what you don't know. There's nobody hearing my voice here who has no battle fear. So Lord, if I don't travel, what will happen to my life? I should be here preaching what? What kind of calling is this? And you look at your friends, they seem to be overtaking you. What are you doing with your life? I'm there. Where? Yeah. Why? What are you doing? Stay there. But that staying, he is accomplishing a purpose bigger than you. For you staying. Because had you gone, stay where all these things can come. About a man that was living in a palace. left a good job, comfortable life, and came to a ruined city to embrace mockery. You know, I don't preach ordinary gospel. And they will never understand you. Fear. And me, I tell you, you will fear. You will fear that you have made a mistake. You will fear make you feel you are wrong. Yeah. You don't have to do anything wrong for fear to attack you. Job start battling with you, and you don't defeat the fear, and you instead start acting to do things, it will not end up in anything. It will end in chaos. Battle your fears. Please put me that scripture. I want to close. Fear. You know how many people is I will. Elijah ran for his life. It's just that people don't know. Jezebel was not the battle. It's the fear. A man that called fire is afraid of a woman's word. You don't know. Fear can quench your fire. Fear. It can quench your unction. Before Satan steals from you, he first of all makes you afraid. So the real weapon is fear. They were panicked, and that's where they always blame the leaders. You blame pastor. Why did you bring us to Boya? To die in the wilderness. Since you say God said I should come to Boya. Since you say God said I should be pastor. Why? Is fear talking? Please put. Wherein there is not enough grave for us in Egypt. Fear. But Moses, somebody say, but Moses. This is why you need leaders. Where you will come like this, they will give you words that will stir you up. He said, but Moses told the people, read it, don't be afraid, just stand still and watch the Lord rescue you today. The Egyptians you see today, not even God that said the Egyptians you see today is Moses. It's not God that said they should stand still, it's Moses. Still. Now, go to the next verse. Calm, but look at what happened behind the scenes. Next verse. Then the Lord said to Moses, why are you crying out to me? You. Why is encouraging the people? Oh, you didn't catch the revelation. No, you know that as our Papa is preaching, our Papa get courage. Papa is preaching, and he cry. It's only God that heard him. You see, the leaders cry, only God hears. The leaders fear. You know, my wife can look at me and think that there's nothing I fear. Fear knocks. I cry. But I cannot tell you I'm crying. But the leader also cries. If I don't tell you this, you will begin to look at your leaders. Oh, the way God is with that here. Fights that kick at your lives. Why I'm talking to you, don't be afraid. I'm crying to God, Papa, When will they marry? When will this happen? And he cry. Put it. The Lord said to Moses, are you crying out to me? Tell the people to get moving. Listen to this. Listen carefully. Listen. Moses is afraid. He says, don't be afraid. Stand still. He cries to God. God says to him, tell them, the instruction is not to stand still now, it's to move. When fear comes, keep moving. Don't stop building when fear knocks. The time you are afraid that the marriage will not work, it is when God is about to bring a miracle there. The time you are afraid that the business will stop, it is at that time. Keep moving. Stand to your feet. Matthew 14:29, sorry. Matthew 14:29. This is Peter and Jesus. The guy is in a boat, and Jesus comes, and Peter said, if it is you, bid me to come. And Jesus says, yes, come. So Peter went over the side of the boat and did what? Read. And walked on the water towards Jesus. Next verse. But when he saw the strong wind and the waves, he was terrified and began to sink. It is not the storms that sink men, it is the fear. It's not the lack. The real fight is not that criticism. It's what the devil wants to do with it in your heart. The real fight is fear. If you choose not to fear, the storm will pass. You are going to pray. Lord, I obtain grace to fight and to build. Open your mouth and pray. For some of you, the fear will always be there, but you have to keep moving. The confusion will always be there, but you have to keep moving. Please pray.
Christ to overcome the battles of life. The battle of mockery.
The battle of conspiracy. The battle of confusion. The battle of fears. Where will the next meal come from? Where will the house rent come from?
Father,
please pray. Lord, I obtain grace.
Father, I obtain grace now.
I'm confused, brother.
The battle of mockery, of singlehood, Lord, grace to overcome it. I know they laughed at me. I am a single with wrinkles. Help me to overcome the battle of mockery. The battle of mockery of poverty. They are laughing at my health. I overcome the battle of sickness. The battle of confusion, Lord.